Ontario's Premier, Doug Ford, says that Canada has sold itself to the devil. He's saying that they have sold out auto workers to cheap Chinese EVs. I mean, do you guys agree with this? Is he right? Is it true that Canada has sold out its automotive industry to the Chinese? Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. Great to have you with us. Now, if you're planning on getting an electric car and you're not sure which one to buy, I do offer a consulting service. You can jump on my website and I'll spend some time with you to work out which car would be the right one for you. I'll put a link in the description below. Canada has cut tariffs on Chinese EVs from 100% to 6.1%. But there is a little thing here that kind of makes, I think, Doug Ford's comments a little bit maybe not correct. Anyway, Doug Ford has slammed this move, saying it risks local jobs in Canada. The Premier wants Canadians to boycott imported Chinese EVs. He says you should boycott them. Now, I have a few people asking me, saying to me, which one should I buy? So it seems like Canadians are not in the mood to boycott anything anytime soon. Just days after Canada and China finalized a trade agreement slashing tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles from 100% down to 6%, Ontario's Premier Doug Ford is absolutely livid. He is furious. He's warned the move will deliver a serious blow to Canada's domestic auto industry and is urging Canadians to completely boycott and avoid Chinese EVs altogether, saying the deal risks local jobs and undermines the country's manufacturing base. Now, Ford didn't wait for the details to land before voicing his concerns. Long before the tariff change was confirmed, he was already completely against any auto-related trade agreement with China. According to the Ontario Premier, Prime Minister Mark Carney pushed the deal through without any proper consultation, and this should never have happened, he says. Maybe a few people might buy them, and I just discourage anyone at all from buying a Chinese vehicle, Ford said at a press conference. Now, I don't know if he is referring to Tesla, because obviously Tesla has sold a lot of cars in Canada, which were made in China. Maybe that's excluded from his anti-list. If they decide to do that, he said, at what cost is it? Is it at the cost of your neighbor down the street that's working in the auto sector that he's not going to have, or she's not going to have a job? Boycott the Chinese EV vehicles. Support companies that are building vehicles here. This is a Team Canada approach. We got to stick together. Now, here's the thing. Canada might actually benefit more from this deal than he realizes. In announcing the tariff reduction, Carney stated that several Chinese car makers have already shown interest in building affordable electric cars in Canada. This actually could help with investment in Canada, not just in terms of being able to send millions of liters of garbage canola oil, sorry, it is garbage, to China, because that's what Canada has historically done, and there's been tariffs on that, which China is saying it's going to remove as part of this deal, but also in the sense of Chinese investment in Canada. If there's car factories in Canada making electric cars, that's probably better than Canadians buying them from the United States for Canada's economy anyway. If you think about it, Canadians buy a huge number, and historically they've bought millions of cars from the United States, which doesn't really help Canadians all that much. But if they build their own factories in Canada, that's a step better than doing, in terms of just purely looking at it from Canada's personal economic perspective. Under this deal, 49,000 EVs from China can be imported to Canada at the 6.1% tariff. It's not very many, really. Carney would welcome Chinese brands building cars locally. But, as in, the Prime Minister of Canada thinks that would be good. But Ford, he says this is a bad idea. The numbers just don't add up, he said. Even if they do start assembling, how about the supply chain? They come and they assemble, but they bring all Chinese parts in. That means nothing. We want to make sure we produce Canadian cars by Canadians with the R&D and the specs and everything. And the steel and the aluminium from Canada, it's as simple as that. Now, to be realistic, Canada doesn't have any car brands. So, these demands from him, they sound like a Disney fairy tale, very fanciful. Canada's, its population is not really big enough to support having its own car brands where they can just make all the parts and everything, the batteries and everything themselves, design them all, make them all. Now, that would require a huge amount of time investment, and Canada is just not in a position to be able to do that. So you've got to think realistically. I don't think he's being realistic here. What do you guys think? Let me know if you agree or you disagree. Ontario Green Party leader Mike Schreiner, speaking to CTV News, said the province should be looking at practical steps to build demand for Canadian-made EVs instead of clearing the way for imports. Maybe is he saying Chinese EVs here being made in Canada or Teslas? I'm not sure. The federal government's deal with China threatens Ontario's automotive industry, he said. This is even more reason for the Premier to take bold action to bring forward a complete plan to protect Ontario workers by going all in on incentives to create demand for Ontario-made EVs. Now, I think Ontario-made EVs would be good, or Canadian-made EVs would be good. But do you guys agree with this? Is it really going to destroy Canada's automotive industry by letting in 49,000 EVs a year? I mean, that's less than 5% of the amount of cars sold. In fact, it's way less, about 2.5% of the number of cars sold in Canada yearly. I don't think 49,000 is an issue. I don't think it'd make any difference whatsoever. But it is getting a toe in the door for China. So if China can get the toe in the door, maybe they're thinking to themselves, we can increase this from 49,000 to 100,000, and then in a few years' time, 200,000. That could happen. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Guys, if you want to install solar panels, a home battery, or a home charger, the best way to do this for your situation is to go to the links in the description below, and they'll take you to a page where you can compare everyone. So depending on it doesn't matter where you live. A lot of people email me all the time saying, well, what solar system should I get? Who should I go with? What battery should I get? What electric charger should I get? Well, click in the links in the description and you can actually compare all the different choices and find the best deal for you. I'll put that link in the description below. Additionally, there is a battery savings calculator link and also a federal battery rebate calculator. I personally have found that I'm not paying for electricity at all, and that's including charging my 2 electric cars and also running my home power, my home sauna. Nothing, not paying anything at all. And I think a lot of people are getting misled. They think that getting a battery is not worth it. Actually, I think it is worth it. So those links are in the description below.